Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my first ever TBR style video. So I am not considering myself a booktuber or changing my whole channel to a booktube thing, but a couple of years ago I thought about doing like a book club kind of thing on YouTube and thought nobody is doing this, no one's gonna watch this. Well, it turns out there's a whole community of people who love this stuff. So I am all cozy in my jammies. They have French bulldogs on them. And I've been really getting back into reading. I am on a makeup no buy, and so I'm going on a book buy to like soothe my retail therapy needs. So I have a stack of books here I'm going to talk about. Some of them I have had for a while and just haven't gotten around to reading, and some of them I have read and just want to reread, and some of them are brand new. So let's talk about the first one on my stack, which is A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale. And I'm new to this whole like explaining books thing, but I guess this is a retelling of Aladdin. So it's fantasy, it's Disney, it's magic. I guess magic realism is a genre. I feel like this could be just because Aladdin's kind of based on true, not characters, but topics, and the synopsis of this book kind of lets you in on that. So on the front it says, "What if Aladdin had never found the lamp?" So this is definitely going to be a good book. It's a little bit darker for Disney. I think it's just like very relevant right now, and I think it's going to be really, really good. I will admit I already read the prologue, and it kind of gives you a little insight into where Aladdin comes from. If you haven't watched all 3 Aladdin movies, which I have, it gives you a little bit more insight into that. So there's this one, and I guess this would be like YA, I guess. Then we have 3 books that are actually part of a series. These are considered children's books, but they're a really easy read, and I really love the concept of the series. This is the Geronimo Stilton series, books 1, 2, and 3. So the first book is The Lost Treasure of the Emerald Eye, and these are written by a woman who I guess now lives in Italy, I think. I'm not sure what her name is, but she writes from the perspective of a journalist who is a mouse, and they live on New Mouse City, so it's basically like New York City journalist, but as a mouse, and there's a lot of mouse puns, and it's just a really easy read. There is lots of pictures, and like it's a big adventure. Like the print is very big. So basically he goes on these adventures with his cousin, his nephew, and his sister, and they end up getting into all kinds of trouble. So it's very almost like a comic book, but it's a novel. So but there's pictures and stuff, and like some of the writing is like in different fonts and shapes. So it's a great book, and I just want to start the series over again. It's an easy read, and kind of when you just want to get through a whole book in a day, it's a good one, especially if you're traveling. So we have the second one, which is the Curse of the Cheese Pyramid. I've only read this once, and it was like when I was in 3rd grade, so I'm excited to go back and reread this. And the third one I don't believe I have ever read, which is Cat and a Mouse in a Haunted House, which sounds really cute. So I'm going to read this one. Then I have a book from one of my sweet mates last year. This is The Supergirls, and basically it is a book breaking down the fashion, feminism, fantasy, and the history of comic book heroines. So Wonder Woman, Supergirl, all the things I love. So it's just basically a cultural history of all of the super females, and it talks about DC and Marvel. So I'm very excited to read about why Wonder Woman is the way she is. And the last one, speaking of Wonder Woman and superheroes, is actually a comic book, or a collection of comic books. This is the DC Bombshells United Book 1 series. I'm not sure which comics are in here. It's 1 through 4, 5. They kind of put them all together. But I guess this is also sort of a graphic novel. But it has, it's, pictures and all kinds of stuff. So this is a continuation of the original Bombshells series, which I have finished, and we'll probably go back and reread again at some point. but this is the first one, and this is Volume 1, American Soil. If you like kind of historical fiction and retellings, I would highly suggest this series in general, just to get your footing before you read this one, because otherwise this is not going to make sense. Few of the characters will probably make sense because they're all a little different. Other than Wonder Woman, she's pretty much the same. So that is it. That's my first TBR. I hope it turned out okay. If you guys have questions about the books, leave them down below. And hopefully I will do this every month instead of monthly favorites. And review it and talk about some more books. But the makeup tutorials aren't going anywhere. The reviews aren't going anywhere. I just wanted to include this in my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.